they can't kick me off the sidewalk. I got a new picture of the back of the group. You can see it from here. You guys see that? You can see the people sitting there. See if I can zoom in a little bit with this. Hold on. Is that better? It's quite a big group, actually. That's just one half of it. That's not even the half of the group that's down by the truck.
Oh, he's super cool.
Oh, is he? Okay. So
yeah, we just came up on him and they got 80 of them.
Oh, okay.
And they had a couple try to run.
Oh, they had some runners, so we're good.
Yeah, we kind of snuck up on him kind of fast.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, he said we could kill him out
on the sidewalk. Okay.
Sidewalk, no problem.
All right, guys, we're good. No problem.
He was just scared for his own safety.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Awesome. All right, we're gonna get you a better picture, guys. That was just, you know, some little misunderstanding, but we're all good. Okay. Get you a picture over here where you can see in the light better. We won't get them in there. I know there's some people over here. Apparently, some of them are trying. There is a total count of 99 people. I just heard the count. There's more over here. I just don't want to get these. Hold on a second here, guys. I'm going to sneak around here. There's some on the wall too. See the hole there? This is the hole I was telling you about. Look. See the wall? See that hole? It's wide open. I won't get your pictures in here. I got you.
You avoid the traffic?
Yeah. Looks like a mixture.
Mainly don't want you guys to get run over.
Yeah, right. No, I hear you. I hear you.
They come and you send so many wrecks over here. Man.
Right.
Like, we had an agent almost get killed just down there. Drunk fighting to him, you know.
Right. This is like mostly Hondurans, huh?
All Central American.
Central American, yeah. Really quiet over there. No Brazilians today.
They were earlier.
Oh, okay.
As you can careful, man. Just
Yeah, no, I got it. Let me get over here again. I'll show you guys another angle of the group here. You know, for those of you, I'll give you guys the rundown in case it's the first time watching the video. You'll see there's a lot of kids in this one also. It looks like there's a lot of single males. But you know, the thing right now is that, you know, if you have a kid, you're pretty much guaranteed to get into the country. So the kid is the ticket. The kid's your coupon. So I always talk about the child trafficking. We talk about the things that they have to do to get in here to make sure that they have the best chance possible to be able to actually to do what they need to do, you know, which is to stay here ultimately. So a lot of times the coyotes, they're charging anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000 a head for people to come in here. And so they're making a lot of money. The cartel is profiting from this. And what they'll do is a man and woman show up to the border. A lot of times they don't even know each other, but they're by themselves. And it kind of as a side deal before you come in, they'll offer you a fake marriage. They'll give you a certificate. And then from there, they basically sell, rent, or kidnap you a child. And so, you know, it's a real serious deal when it comes to this child trafficking, because I know that a lot of these kids are not with these people, and that's one of the things that, and again, I'm not saying that I know anything in particular about this group in particular, but we just know that the numbers haven't even been touched upon yet, because we haven't been doing the biometrics. There hasn't been picture taking and fingerprinting. There's some pilot programs that have been started up recently. One of them is the 90-minute DNA test. The other one is the fingerprinting program. The problem they're running into with the DNA testing is that it's expensive, and they have to have permission to do it from the alleged parents. And the other thing is that because there's so many people coming in, that the amount of time that it takes to run these tests to actually, you know, get stuff done is it's not feasible with the influx of people coming in, because like 40% of the people coming in are kids. So that being the case, people like Veronica Escobar and people like Governor Grisham, they need to seriously answer questions about, you know, the kids and what the plan is. But again, that's just one part of it. 10% of these people will actually qualify for legitimate asylum. So that means 90% of the people coming in here are here under false pretenses. No matter if you're right or left or how you feel about that, but when I read the news is constantly telling me that every single one of these people is fleeing a crisis or some type of national emergency. And that just simply is not the case. So, the third thing to this is that a group like this is going to tie up the Border Patrol for a long time. Why? Because on average, it takes right around 2 hours per person to process, and that's if you're going fast. I mean, that's if you're high-speed processor. So, you know, this will take. You guys saw how many Border Patrol we ran into in the rest of the sector. Not many. I think we had, what, one truck? So these are probably the other two, though they're going to end up disappearing with processing vans, because they're going to have to pick these people up, and then they're going to have to take them to processing. And they're going to go to a processing center that's already extremely overcapacitated. So, again, guys, this is what's happening every night. It is an invasion, regardless of what you hear on the news. It is something that isn't stopping. It's actually getting worse. For those of you yesterday at Monument 1 that saw all those people gathering, and you heard those liberals saying, oh, they're just here to visit the museum, how can you make judgments like that? It's really simple. I promise you, those people crossed, okay? Regardless of what the fake news wants to tell you, that all these people come to that museum. I've been down here, okay? That museum is fake as it gets. that area of Monument 1 is a cartel sector. It is an area that, you know, people just don't go down there to enjoy the day. Now, don't get me wrong. I have seen some people go down there and actually picnic once in a while. That does happen. But they don't go over and gather by the bush with their minivan as they're unloading them in large groups. That doesn't happen. Okay, so that's a staging. And they will. They'll sit there all day. You've seen last Sunday when they had the concession stand out, for those of you that watched my video, and they were actually making a day of it because they knew they probably wouldn't be able to cross until later that night. So anyway, guys, this is about as much as I want to show you from here. This is really repetitive. I do think that they're probably this ain't it for the night, but like I said, it was raining up until now, a little while ago, and so we wanted to at least get you guys, you know, some footage of what we do. I mean, it's not that it's not busy, it's just that sometimes, like I said, you can be dead in one sector, but then in another area, you're gonna have stuff like this going on. So, you know, that area over there by that wall, that's just wide open. I mean, you can see it right there. Look at the hole. It's right there, and this is the wall, guys. See the wall? That's the wall. This is a different kind of wall than you're used to looking at, but that's the wall. Okay, and then then it goes to fencing. Okay, see where the wall is, it works. Where there's no wall, it doesn't work. See that? And then when you open the door to the wall, it doesn't work. So we've got gates being left open in certain areas, and you know, like I said, it just it doesn't stop. And you know, the numbers speak for themselves. You know, we had 109,000 people cross last month. That's up from the you know, the 80-some thousand that crossed in the previous month. So the numbers aren't going down. And you know, why won't Veronica Escobar or Governor Grisham at the very least bring down the National Guard in a civilian capacity? I don't understand that. I probably never will. But the fact of the matter is that until, you know, something like that happens, we're just going to have to keep bringing awareness to this the best we can. But it is getting tougher, guys. They have put the railroad police on high alert. And I've actually got people pulling maps right now of the railroad around here so that when we encounter areas of railroad where it's questionable, we can challenge the guy and say, nope, you don't own this piece of property. You can't tell us to leave. And that way we can continue showing you. See, they're trying to use the railroad because the railroad is strategically positioned all around this area where this invasion's going on in El Paso. And so, and I do really believe, along with Anthony and a lot of other people, that the railroad is a big part of this. I mean, they are donors to Veronica Escobar and the governor, and you know, they're financing, they're allowing the invasion to happen, and so, you know, as you can see, we're back down here, but just wanted to show you guys at least something for tonight. It still goes on. Americans have got to work together. That's the bottom line. It's the only way when enough Americans get mad, because the time for talking about this stuff, the time for the talk show debates, the time for all of that it's running out. The Congress needs to act. This is just a small picture of a small section of a 2,200-mile border that covers California, all of Arizona, all of Texas, and all of New Mexico. And so you think about that, guys. The people are coming in faster, and so it's an invasion, guys. Regardless, call your people. Let your people in your area know. Let the Republican people know too. They're just as guilty in this. There's Republicans that are just as guilty in this invasion as everybody else. And that is a fact, okay? So the bottom line, guys, is that we have literally got to, yep, there goes truck number 3, okay?